why is joy important to you to insert into this election? And what do you make of Republicans using that as a way to suggest that you're not a serious candidate?
Well, sometimes I think, and I'll say to whoever the young people are who are watching this, there are some times when your adversaries will try and turn your strength into a weakness. Oh. Don't you let them. Don't you let them. I find joy in the American people. I find joy and optimism.
That's just the cherry on the cake. My God, this woman is absolutely capital V vile and total all caps cringe. I've never seen anything like it. How do you listen to this creature talk and go, yep, she's got my vote? Your most sacred constitutional civic oath, obligation, and duty. You're going to relinquish that to this? Kamala Harris did her second in 60 days since executing a coup on Joe Biden and throwing him basically to the curb. His second interview, unscripted, solo, because remember, her first one was with Tim Walz where she brought along her pet doggy. Then she did one on some affiliate station. Disaster. Her poll ratings, approval ratings went down. Now she went to the National Association of Black Journalists conference, and she actually took questions. Now, whether or not they're rehearsed, premeditated, pre-planned, etc., still begs to be, and looked into. But with all intents and purposes, it's about as unscripted as it gets for her. Trump does unscripted all the time. We did a live X Space the other day. It's so bad. It's so abominable. It's so cringeworthy. It's a disaster, a catastrophe, a national emergency. It's so bad. Trump's going to use this as his next ad. Here she is, asked the same question at the debate when David Muir asked her this. The same exact question. She was asked in some nebulous ABC affiliate, randomly out of the blue. God knows who this person was. And now the National Association of Black Journalists asks her this question, and then watch her dodge it again.
Are they better off now than they were 4 years ago?
So when we came into, well, first of all, let me just say it is good to be with the National Association of Black Journalists, and I thank you for the work you do and that your members do every day. It is very important that we ensure that this organization and your members always have the resources and the platforms to deliver the voices that must be heard. So I thank you for hosting me today. 4 years ago, when we came in during the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. We came in during the worst public health epidemic in centuries.
Because of the pandemic,
we came in after the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War.
Oh my God.
And a lot of it due in large part to the mismanagement by the former president.
Oh, you are so nuts.
As it relates to COVID and obviously January 6th. And we had then a lot of work to do to clean up a mess. As of today, we have created over 16 million new jobs, over 800,000 new manufacturing jobs. We have the lowest black unemployment rate in generations.
That's not true.
We have invested in small businesses, and
you haven't.
To the benefit of many people, but including black small businesses, some of the highest rate of creation of new black small businesses in years.
Liar. Listen to this absolute locomotive of beep, just total complete BS. Listen to this.
It's a crying shame. I mean, my heart breaks for this community. You know, there were children, elementary school children, who it was school photo day. You remember what that's like?
So unlikable.
Going to school on picture day?
This is the phoniest human being that ever lived.
Who were dressed up in their best, got all ready, knew what they were going to wear the night before.
What is she doing?
And had to be evacuated. Children.
What was
Children.
that maneuver?
A whole community put in fear. And I'll say a couple things about it. One, you know, I learned a long time ago in my career, having a background as a prosecutor, when you have these positions, when you have that kind of microphone in front of you, you really ought to understand at a very deep level how much your words have meaning.
Oh, yes. At a deep
I learned at a very young stage in my career.
There's nothing deep about you. You're a vapid, empty hole.
The meaning of my words could impact whether somebody was free or in prison.
Everybody thinks you're drunk. What impact?
As Attorney General, I was of California.
You ruined California.
Fifth largest economy in the world.
You ruined California.
I was acutely aware that my words could move markets.
She's drunk, man. Look at that.
When you are bestowed with a microphone that is that big, there is a profound responsibility that comes with that. That is an extension of what should not be lost in this moment, this concept of the public trust. To then understand what the public trust means. It means that you have been invested with trust.
We know what
to be responsible in the way you use your words, much less how you conduct yourself.
Oh my goodness gracious, she's belittling the intelligence of everybody watching.
Especially when you have been and then seek to be again President of the United States of America.
What? Was that a sentence or a prepositional phrase?
And so I go back to, it's a crying shame, literally.
God.
What's happening to those families, those children in that community, not to mention,
dear Lord, give me strength.
What is happening in terms of, look, you say you care about law enforcement resources.
You said defund the police.
Put into this because of these serious threats that are being issued against a community that is living a productive, good life before this happens.
LAD alert, y'all.
And spewing lies that are grounded in tropes that are age-old.
Liar.
And look, I said it not very far from here the other day at the debate.
That you lost.
This is not new.
What is she doing with her mouth?
This is not new in terms of these tropes. This is not new in terms of where it's coming from.
Oh, goodness.
And, you know, whether it is refusing to rent to people, rent to black families, whether it is taking out a full-page ad in the New York Times against 5 innocent black and Latino teenagers, the Central Park 5, calling for their execution.
Why do Latino and black voters
whether it is referring to the first black president of the United States,
because you're fake,
with a
you're
lie,
phony, you're a liar,
birther lies.
What's
and look, the American people deserve, and I do believe want better than this. I do believe that.
Give her a breathalyzer.
I know.
Give her a breathalyzer.
The vast majority of us as Americans know we have so much more in common than what separates us. I know that.
Yeah, we all hate you.
I know that regardless of someone's background, their race, their gender, their geographic location, I know that people are deeply troubled by what is happening to that community in Springfield, Ohio. And it's got to stop. And we've got to say that you cannot be entrusted with standing behind the seal of the President of the United States of America.
She's drunk as hell.
Engaging in that hateful rhetoric that, as usual,
what, you mean the one where you call a threat to democracy?
To divide us as a country.
What do you mean?
Is designed
when you call him Hitler?
To have people pointing fingers at each other.
When you call him
it's
Mussolini?
Designed to do that.
Who's doing that? You're doing that, you
And I think most people in our country, regardless of their race, are starting to see through this nonsense. And to say, you know what, let's turn the page on this. This is exhausting and it's harmful.
She's gonna do the cringy turn the page.
And it's hateful. And grounded in some age-old stuff.
Okay, so
that we should not have the tolerance for.
We didn't
so
ask you to go on a
let's turn the page and chart a new way forward and say you can't have that microphone again.
Just in case you don't believe me, that she is the phoniest, lyingest, drunkenest, emptiest, absolutely devoid of any soul? Listen to what she says when asked about Secret Service. Do you feel the Secret Service are doing their job? 2 assassination attempts on the president. Listen to this.
You have full confidence in the Secret Service to protect all of you?
I do.
You feel safe for you and your family?
Of course I do, because I'm the one who ordered them to kill Trump.
I mean, you can go back to Ohio. Not everybody has Secret Service.
Oh, that face.
And there are far too many people in our country right now who are not feeling safe.
Because of you.
I mean, I look at Project 2025, and
you don't
I look at,
Project 2025.
like the Don't Say Gay laws coming out of Florida. Members of the LGBTQ community don't feel safe right now.
What?
Immigrants or people with an immigrant background don't feel safe right now. Women don't feel safe right now.
You're such a fraud. You're such a charlatan.
And so, yes, I feel safe. I have Secret Service protection. But that doesn't change my perspective on the importance of fighting for the safety of everybody in our country.
Oh, remember what phony lion-ass Kamala just said about the hate rhetoric? Listen to this.
Just to clarify, so you're saying that the president and vice president believe that former President Donald Trump should be toning down his rhetoric?
So I'll say this. President Biden has been clear-eyed about the threat that the former president represents to our democracy. He's been clear-eyed about that.
2 days. It's only been 2 days since the second assassination attempt. And the White House press secretary, Karine Saint-Jean-Pierre, confirms, repeats, recycles the same exact rhetoric that has fomented and stoked the fire behind these 2 deranged lunatics to go after Trump. She says threat to democracy again. You can't make this stuff up. 2 days! I mean, it hasn't even been a freaking full week. 2 days, 48 hours. And she calls him a threat to democracy. Now, do you believe me when I say this is the most consequential election of our lives? I really genuinely have no clue how anybody with any semblance of intelligence, any adult who's above 18 years old, can listen to lion-ass Kamala talk and go, that's my gal. It's beyond my scope of comprehension. I need you to help me out. Let me know. So there's no doubt that this has absolutely hurt her approval ratings, hurt her in the polls, because she absolutely, again, comes across drunk, inauthentic, unrelatable. She doesn't resonate. And she, again, not one specific plan. Not one. Goose egg. Zero. Nada. See ya? Wouldn't want to be ya. I throw this off to you. Let me know what you think in the comments of all that drivel. I know what you might be thinking. Nez, you interrupted her the whole time. I can't just sit there and listen and nod. I can't. It's like something in me. It's literally involuntary. Something in me just leaps out. It's like this surge of electricity. I have to say how much of a deep, unprecedented, empty black hole of a vessel, soulless cretin she is. I just can't help it. I apologize. If you want to watch the full interview, go to my X. I have the full thing there that's uninterrupted. But I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments down below. I really, really look forward to hearing your comments. Trump is going to capitalize on this 1,000,000,000%. As always, tap the thumbs up because it helps us reach more people. It's not for me, not for vanity. It's for us to get our country back. We need an informed citizenry. The more you tap, it's free. It takes a nanosecond. Do it right now. The more our videos get spread out to more people, and the more people that are aware, because this is not going to be on the fake woke media, the more informed citizen we have, and the more informed they are when they make decisions, especially at the ballot box. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Follow and subscribe over there. Sign up for a free newsletter. It's free in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.